To make this connection for all of you so you realize bullying is very serious and as serious as child abuse and domestic violence. Okay. What I'm going to do right now is, with bullying, in the past it was thought of that the only people involved in bullying were the bully and your victim, and that was it. So a lot of times back in the day when we wanted to help out, we were only focusing on either the bully or the victim. What we know now about bullying is that everyone plays a role in a bullying situation. So what I'd like to do right now is I'd like for our volunteers to come on up and put yourselves like in the form that you're supposed to. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to go through all of the different roles, and if you guys can see on their cards, they're each playing a different role. And so what we're going to do right now is sort of like a little bit of a role play, where each of the students are playing the role that they have on their card, and you're going to see what it looks like and how everyone plays a role in a bullying situation, okay? So we're going to start here.
I think Paul is so stupid. I was making fun of his clothes. I said something like, "Hey loser, where'd you get those cool clothes? The loser store?"
Well, Milad isn't very cool. I agree with Sarah. After things got started, I probably said, "Yeah, what's your problem, geek?"
Oh, I really like Sarah, Allison, and Milad. They're so cool. I don't usually say anything when they pick on people, but I'm laughing and letting others know what's going on so they can get laughed at.
Well, I think it's funny too. I try to seem innocent enough. I really don't want to get in trouble. I may let the guys know later what happened. Yeah, Milad is kind of goofy. I mean, just look at him.
This is none of my business. I try not to even notice, but when I do, I pretend not to see. The less attention I get from those people, the better.
This is making me sick. Those kids have no right to do those things. That poor kid Milan did nothing to deserve that. But I really can't say anything. I don't want to be the next person to be bullied. Besides, what can I do anyway?
I can't take it anymore. I just have to do something. But what should I do? Maybe talk to Milad later and say, "Oh, sorry it happened." I might even go over there right now.
Oh no, here they come again. What are they going to say this time? I wish I could just disappear. This is just too hard for me. Boy, do I hate school.
So now what I'm going to do is, as hopefully everybody heard what they were saying. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go and ask each student, and I'm going to call them by the role because I want you guys to really start connecting the name of the role to what they're doing. Student A, so the student who bullies, what were you thinking when you decided you were going to start bullying him?
I want to bully, start the bullying, and take a leadership role. I can usually get my friends to go along with whatever I say.
Now student B, our follower, Henry.
I like the bullying and take part in it. I usually don't start it, but will if my friends encourage me.
Our supporter.
I support the bullying. I usually laugh and point it out to others, but I don't join in.
Our passive supporter.
I like the bullying, but don't show outward signs of support.
Our disengaged onlooker.
I don't get involved in bullying, and I try to remove myself, and I don't help the bullying student.
Our hostile defender.
I don't like the bullying and think that I should help the bullied student, but I don't do anything.
And our defender.
I don't like the bullying and try to help the bullied student.
And our victim.
I am the student who is being bullied.
Okay, I'm going to keep them up here because I wanted you all to hear that, because everyone plays a role, and you are all in high school, so you probably see this happening all the time. And when we talk to kids and when we bring everybody in when we have a bullying situation, we hear over and over again, "Well, I didn't start it. It's not my fault. So-and-so started it." Yeah, maybe I was laughing, maybe I was cheering it on, but I didn't start it, so it's really not my fault. But when you look at it this way, everyone plays a role. And so what we want you guys to learn is, first of all, who are you? Which role do you play when you're at school if you see bullying happen? Maybe sometimes you haven't thought, well, it's not really my fault, but yet you look at all of these people and all of them are allowing, except for our defender, who typically our defender has no fear for her own safety. The defender usually always stands up for the victim. But look at how many other people, aside from our victim, do not. So what we want to do, what we are hoping to teach you all, by being leaders, you can change the way these roles look so that our student, well, we'll start with here. Student G, stand next to our victim. Student F, Student E, Student D, Student C, and Student B right here. What we want is for you guys to be aware that depending on the role that you play, when you decide, I am going to be a leader, I am going to stand up, what you start to do is you start to stand side to side with the victim so that the victim is no longer alone. Who's alone now? The bully. And the reason why bullying continues is because bullies have power. You want to know who gives them that power? The rest of the followers, or the ones who maybe don't follow and laugh, but just stand there and let it happen. But look at what happens when they all shift to stand side to side with our victim. Our bully's left alone, and our bully now has a choice. Wow, I'm over here by myself. I don't really have a lot of power anymore because no one's egging it on. All of these people are going to be like, you know what, it's not cool. Now, is this easy to do? Is the shift easy to do? Absolutely not. Does it take a lot of courage to be a leader and stand with our victim? Absolutely. But when you have, how many kids do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people who stand with our victim, all of a sudden, it's not so scary for me to stand next to him, because guess what? I'm not doing it by myself anymore. But it takes someone with leadership skills, with the courage to be a leader, to stand with the victim. And typically what happens, because our bully has friends who are now here, the friends can talk with the bully. Like, you know what, man, leave him alone. And it's not that we're all going to now bully her. That's not what this is about. It's, you know what, just leave him alone. Let's go do something else. And that's the whole shift. And this is why we did this activity, because we want you guys to start learning what are the roles, because everyone plays a part. And we know that that's why bullying keeps happening, because we have our followers, our supporters, our disengaged onlookers, like, hey, it's not my problem, they're not bullying me, I'm just going to keep on going about my day. We have our possible defenders, I know it's wrong, I want to do something about it, but